deal responsibly with it? Well, again, here it depends what is responsible behavior. It all thinks on how you think about matters. But the only one reason why Greenpeace movement has been established is because the irresponsible behavior of using the natural resources in America and in the Western society. And if you think about who is the only bad guy who is really putting all kind of dirt in the planet, it's really the North American continent. Let's face that. And it is the only one which is refusing to cooperate with the rest of the world in this matter. So therefore, just you can imagine what's going to happen if they put hand on these natural resources. They will just forget about the whole world and deal as what they think it is the beneficial. A proof for that, yes, look what the oil company and the American actually oil companies is doing in Nigeria, for example, and what the American companies are doing in Angola and in other areas of the world where there is diamond or other natural resources. They are just putting it number one before the human himself. So I think we should cut this discussion short because it may go to a hostile sort of discussion. But I would like to stop it here. And responsibility depends a lot on how you see civilization and how you look at the perspective of the human right in general, which I think is quite deficient at the level of the decision makers in the American culture. Now allow me please to go for the third area, or the third point actually I should say, from which I think is your perspective to our culture, that we are a bunch of Bedouins who just cannot be civilized. Alright, we are a bunch of Bedouins. We were a bunch of Bedouins and we still have a lot of Bedouins, and let me tell you this, we are proud of it, we like it, we love it, and we want to be it. Yes, we are. Cannot be civilized? This is quite unfair, and again it all depends on what you mean by civilization. If the civilization means the ability of having a message to the world, to have a civil constitution and message that you want to let the world knows about it, I think we are able to be civilized, and we are civilized, and we have demonstrated that we can be civilized. If we mean by civilization is that we build factories and roads and so on and so forth and industries, we also can do that, and we are doing it. If you think by civilization is to be a policeman of the world, we don't want to be civilized. We prefer to continue as Bedouins. That's it. Simple. Dear Americans, I'm here now going to discuss the last point in my message to you, which is, as I said before, sensitive, but important and crucial to talk about it. The issue is the issue of the beloved Jesus. No discussion between the two cultures can be completed without giving attention to this particular issue. Because of its sensitivity, and also because of its importance. I will give you our attitude to this issue from the Constitution, because it is very important and because it was extremely clear in the Constitution. And I'm not going to explain it. I will just say the verses in the Constitution. And after doing that in this issue, I'm going to give a final conclusion remark and say goodbye. So Jesus, and verses from Constitution, or as I said before, the meaning of the verses from the Constitution. And by Constitution here I mean from the Quran, i.e. the meaning of verses from Quran. I will start by saying this, which is a meaning of a chapter or about 4 verses in Quran, saying, say, He is Allah the One, Allah the Eternal Absolute. He begetteth not, i.e. He is not being born, nor is He begotten, not He gave birth. And there is none like Him, He has no similar. Now, as you probably noticed before, that I never mentioned the word God in my talk to you, because words has meaning, and the word God is rather a concept in some mind, particularly in your culture. Some will look to understand God as a superpower. Others in your culture never believe in the God. Some will look to it as an idea. Others will look to it in a religious way. So that's why I didn't mention God in my tape. Rather, I said the Creator, or Allah. And Allah is what I have explained to you. He is the Creator, and He is the one, I repeat, He is the one whom we in this culture worship, and whom we believe that He should be worshipped. This is an important start that I have to start with it, but I'm going to introduce the issue of the beloved Jesus Christ in 7 points. Point number 1, how did He come? Point number 2, the nature, His nature. Point number 3, His duty. And point number 4, His destiny. And point number 5, where is He now and whether He will come or not. And point number 6, what He is going to say and what would be His discussion with Allah at the 3rd phase of time, if you remember my phases of time, or at the day of raising and the day of judgment. And the final 7 point is going to be our attitude based on the previous 6 points. The first point, which is how did He come? There is a meaning of a verse, as I said in Quran, saying, be told, or behold, the angel said, O Mary, Allah give good news or glad tidings of words from Him. His name will be Christ Jesus, the Son of Mary, held in honor in this world and the world after. And He will be one of the company and those nearest to Allah. He shall speak to the people in childhood and in maturity, and He shall be of the company of the righteous. Mary said, she said, O my Lord, how shall I have a son when no man has ever touched me? He said, even so, Allah created whatever He likes and whatever He wish. And